All right, let's take two on this, shall we? Fucking stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. But in the meantime, sorry about that, everybody. Didn't mean to end the stream, but I did. So let's hang out and wait a minute for a few more people to show up. It has 5 people watching. Maurice, I went from the laptop to the computer, or from my phone to the laptop, and I forgot to pull myself up on stage and ended the stream on the phone, so it ended the stream. Yeah, pretty stupid. A rookie move, as some would say. I don't want you in the studio. I'm talking to myself, by the way. I don't want myself in the studio, okay? Hopefully Maurice,
Come here, Maria.
Hopefully Maurice shows back up. I absolutely love it when he shows up. I don't ever see him on too many other streams, so there is that. So it's always a kind of a special moment when he shows up for me, anyway. If you guys don't know who Maurice Delk is, check his shit out. What's up, Megan? You come to see the tie-dye washout, my friend? We will get started on that here in a few minutes. Let a few people show up. Tricky Nicky 211. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? I better do this before I get my ass chewed out.
Yeah.
Here you go, Trickster. Here you go, Trickster. And Megan. So there's that. Yeah, what's up, Tricky? What's up, Megan? How are you fine folks doing today? How are you fine folks doing today? I did. Waiting for the F1 and thought I'd come over and see how it turned out. Waiting for the F1. What's the F1? What's the F1? I'm curious. What's up, James?
The F1 race.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Race cars.
You're talking about Formula One racing? You watch that shit? That's crazy. So we'll get rolling here in about 5 minutes. I figure let as many people show up before we get her going. In Singapore, right on. What time does that start? How much time do you got before that starts? I got something to talk about. Do you, James? All right. What do you got to talk about, my friend? No Harley Dad tonight? That's so crazy. I hate not having him on Friday nights. It throws my whole week off. I'm just saying. Practice 2 starts in an hour here, so 1 p.m. my time. All right, on. There he is. I was wondering what was taking you so long.
I wasn't gonna yell at you. I wasn't gonna yell at you.
Come on, you gotta let me paint a bad boy persona for you. You know, chicks dig bad boys. You know what I mean?
I wasn't gonna yell at you though, but I got shit cooking behind me, so Tricky's gotta pay attention to that. So you know.
You know, I gotta say this, Tricky. There's only 2 people that I personally know in the world that can pull off talking about themselves in the third person context. I'm telling you what, and you're one of the 2 people. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know about that, you know, because Tricky always feels like, you know, people feel that way, but I don't feel that way. You know, Tricky don't feel that way. Anyhow, I just got my Halloween decorations up today. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's cool that you're here then, because you're gonna see some. I'm hoping this. I'm not sure if this tie-dye is gonna turn out that good, but we'll see in a minute.
I'm brewing a special pot of something. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, what are you making back there, huh?
I don't know. It's purple.
Yeah, purple's good.
I like purple and tie-dyed. I'm just saying.
I love purple.
Yeah. My wife's a purple freak. Sunshine Moonbeams. What's up, my sister?
That was funny though when you dropped the link and you said that. I was like, What are you talking about?
You
I don't.
fucking, you're yelling at me. You're like, you fucking asshole. I wouldn't fucking yell at you. You're sitting there yelling at me.
No, not really. I was like, what? Did I ever do that to him? That's what
Okay.
I asked myself.
Everybody who's watching this right now, don't let Tricky fool you. He's really a hard ass, you guys. Like, he's a yeller and screamer. Like, he'll.
No, I'm not.
He went after somebody for me. Thank you for that.
That's right.
Andy.
That's right. You did.
I want to
You
say hi to Megan and James, everybody in your chat. Salute.
Sunshine Moonbeams. Yep, they're all good. People, man.
Sunshine just hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, not much. And purple's my favorite color too. Sunshine says.
Oh, yeah, that's the best.
All right, so let's get started on this, shall we? Let's get
All right.
started.
Are you gonna? You need to full screen yourself, don't you? Or
No, I don't have to. I can. I mean, I'll leave you up here too, but
just minimize me or whatever. Make me smaller.
make you smaller, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. You've never heard that before, have you?
Nope. It's always make me bigger.
Yeah. No, you can make Tricky smaller so we can see what you're doing with your shirt. There you go.
All right.
Cheers, everybody. Hit the lights for Get to Know Stop.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate it. That's for sure. So let me get the camera fired up here.
All right. Tricky's going to be quiet. I'm ready to see this. I'm interested.
Put it out here. That's a pretty good view. Check out, get my pot open to you right here. Nice. All right. Take these bottles out of here. Pull it out of this. Wait, will you pull it up on the TV in there and tell me if it's a good view or what?
It
So-
looks all right.
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be a jack-o'-lantern up here, so we'll see how it turns out. We'll see how it turns out.
A jack-o'-lantern. Oh, it is Halloween.
Yeah. Hang on a second. There we go. So we always start out with cold water when we rinse them, and then we switch. What the fuck happened? I thought you were gonna pull it up, man. What the fuck happened then? That's crazy shit.
You lose water pressure or what?
No, I lost my camera and shit.
You lost what?
I can't see anything.
Oh, well, I can see you perfectly fine. That's what,
Oh, there we go.
like, I see your camera. I see video of you. Just letting you know. I don't know what happened. Is it on your phone? He's hit a button, folks. He's hit a button. That's what happened. He's hit a button. See, Triggy went with the fireplace and the pumpkins. Because we always need some pumpkins, you know. Anyways, since G2K left, I'll wait for him to hit the right button to get back on. If not, I'll leave shortly and he'll probably start a new stream. I don't know what happened. I don't. But Triggy's a good friend of him, in a way, you know, in a way. I'm just kidding. We hit the 10-minute mark. Hopefully he comes back. He should be all right. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I got weed and I got beer I gotta drink, you know. So you guys can watch me all you want. That's fine. You can watch me. You can even talk to me. How you doing, Megan? I like you, Megan. I'll see you. How do you pronounce that? Got Kroger? Got Kroger? Yeah, got Kroger. I don't know. Sunshine Moonbeams. Got Kroger? Yeah.
Okay,
And
is
there
it
he
fixed?
is. There
What
he
the
is.
fuck was that about, dude?
I don't know what happened, bro. I was
Oh,
just trying to
God.
hold it down there for a second for
I
you.
appreciate it, brother. I don't know what the hell that was about.
No worries, dude. We're fucking back. Who cares?
Hell
We're
yeah.
back. Drop that shit. Don't worry about it. We are back. Yeah, we're back. How you doing, John Lacombe?
So we always start out with cold water and then rinse. Oh my lord. This is ridiculous. Are you still there? Because I just soaked my laptop. All right, let's try this again, shall we?
All right, Triggy's back. I think I'm back. I don't know what's going on.
I just got my laptop wet and it's touchscreen, so when it gets wet, it does its own shit.
Oh, it's yeah. You had a drop of water rolling down the screen and it was touching everything. That's what happened.
It's setting everything up.
Yeah.
So,
All right. So we're back. I know Tricky said we were back before, but now we're back. All right,
We're
go ahead.
we don't know for how long.
You
but
know
we're back.
what? If you can have a little bit of sense of humor and common sense, sometimes shit doesn't always go perfect. You got to make the best of it, though.
Yep, you do. For sure.
And we're back. So G2K, there's a lot of freaking dye in that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Coming
Yeah,
out, too.
I use a lot. That way it makes it so the color stays real good, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, otherwise it fades after about 2 or 3 washes.
Yeah, and my tie-dyes, they don't fade very easy.
Like the ones like my kids always got, like from like school events and crap, you could tell they were made poorly because you washed the t-shirt 2 or 3 times. It was garbage at that point. It didn't even look like.
Yeah. And once you do a rinse with hot water or cold water, I switch it over to hot water and just rinse it real quick.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that a while ago.
Yeah. We'll flip it over into the other side.
What's up, James? You got James Chapman in your chat?
What's up, Chapman? Okay, so I'll switch it back over to cold water, and then we'll untie it. We'll rinse it again, and then we'll display it.
Hell yeah. Now, after you're done with those, that you actually throw it in the dryer right away, or no?
Well, we'll throw them in the washer. If we're gonna keep them, we throw them in the washer. If we're selling them or giving them away, we just let them dry on their own.
So if you're gonna keep them, you throw them in the washer, but do you put detergent in, or no?
Oh yeah, you just wash it like a regular shirt.
In this, everything will stay in just fine. All right, I
Yep,
was just
yep.
curious.
Yep.
You know, because people don't know this, so you're teaching people. Yeah, you got a lot of bands to unwind there.
Yeah.
Is it all one piece though? One band?
It's a piece of sinew.
Okay.
It's not too expensive. So I use a lot of it.
It's basically like a twine.
Yeah, it's a wax twine.
Yeah.
They use it for leather making. It's actually made for leather making.
Okay. Yep. And I think I've seen them in like Doc Martens when you wear them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Sure do. And they make a synthetic sinew, and I don't like it that much. It just doesn't work as well as regular actual sinew.
Hopefully it turns out to be that jack-o'-lantern, like you said. That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah. I haven't done one for quite some time, so we'll see.
John, you got John Lacombe here telling you.
Oh, what's up, Mr. John?
It's the wrong color. It's the wrong color.
Well, if you think it's the wrong color, you can blame that on the chat, because the chat is the ones that picked the color.
Yep. And I wasn't here, so you can't blame it on me either.
Blame it all on Nikki, everybody.
No, I watched it your stream 2 nights ago. I think it was when you did this. Maybe it was last night.
It was Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, it was 2 nights ago, I thought. Okay, so 3 nights ago. See,
Yeah.
he's off. But I knew it was more than one. Yeah, I watched you do it, but I didn't realize you let it set for 3 days.
Yeah. That's what most people recommend. But I haven't, I don't follow that guideline usually that often.
Yeah, everybody, if you're just tuning in right now, he's gutting a deer. He's gutting a deer. Yeah, I remember. No, my dad actually did that though. Like he went deer hunting and shit.
Hopefully that's
And
what
he
I'll be
went
doing.
through, and he would gut the deer. He would fillet the deer, everything himself.
Yeah.
But he would put the deer meat in the bathtub in cold ass fucking water, and package it up and then freeze it. And I'm like, what are you doing? It didn't make sense to me, but think about that. You got all that meat. You get an ice bath.
It takes the wild
Ice bath water. Yep. It made sense. It makes sense now. Like if people ever canned tomatoes or canned pickles or anything, they would understand like why people did things like that back then. Nowadays, you just get it processed. You didn't.
Hopefully, that's what I'll be doing in the next couple of weeks. Is skinning my own deer.
Well, you can do it yourself still today. I'm just saying.
Oh no, deer hunting starts in on the 10th of October.
They'll literally charge you like $200 fucking just to skin your fucking deer. So you might as well learn to do it yourself.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't let anybody else do it.
Sunshine Moonbeams is always laughing. She's fun.
She's a sweetheart. She really is a sweetheart. All right, so we got her untied.
All right. So what are we gonna do with the other half of the squirrel?
Nick soup.
Hell yeah. Friggy's ready for squirrels too. I'm not joking. Squirrel meat tastes good. A lot of people don't know that, but it does.
I've ate squirrel before.
I have too. Had it in soup. That was it, like a stew. Squirrel stew meat. It tasted different, but it wasn't bad. I've had rabbit before.
Rabbit's real good.
You know, the thing is, I only had it when I was a kid growing up. Because, like, as an adult, this time of day and age, not many people going out shooting rabbits or shooting squirrels.
That's how we survived, man, growing up.
That's
We
how
hunted every minute, every day almost, man.
venison. Well, I mean, people deer hunt like crazy, but it's dropping here in Michigan too.
Ducks and geese and deer, elk, antelope, doves, quail, forest grouse, sage grouse. We hunted, man.
My favorite, like wild. You can't even call it an animal, but my favorite thing to eat from the wild would have to be like if you're gonna go hunt an animal or something, would just be simply fishing. I love it. I love it. Like fish is the best. Give me some perch, give me some smelt, give me some, hell yeah, bass, trout, whatever. I do like venison meat though. I do like deer meat. Like especially in a chili, it tastes different, but it's good.
Oh, yeah.
You're still working hard at it. That's a lot of work.
All right. Well, it turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Turned out all right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So here's the back of it.
That looks pretty neat, dude. And yeah, the jack-o'-lantern part is clearly obvious. Like people, if they don't know what that is,
Turned out pretty good.
I think so. I agree with her. She said badass. I think it is badass. Because you got the lighter orange inside the face with the dark black eyes. And then you got the brighter reddish orange. Like, yeah, it almost looks like it's on fire. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. What's up? Yeah.
That'd kick ass.
So there we go.
Turned out really good.
I think you did too. Now we'll put it in the light. Let you guys see it in the actual light. Here. Oh, my computer's freezing out again.
No, you're fine so far.
So there you go.
It does, like, yeah. You're not gonna find that and buy that anywhere. That's pretty sweet.
What's up, dude? Huh?
Me?
No, my computer went blank again, man.
No, you're all right. I'm still here.
On your end, yeah, but on my end, I can't see shit.
No, I know, but I'm just saying people can see you. But yeah, that's weird. Can you wipe it down, dry it off?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I just did. So there you go. So, let me even this back out here. Here we go. So
Let me even.
put your orders in now. Put your orders in now. Get them for Halloween. This coming up Tuesday for Tie Dye Tuesday, we will be doing Jason Voorhees Friday the 13th masks. So come check him out.
Hey, I watched on Police Insider. No, was it Police Insider or was it Body Cam? It was one of the cop shows I watch anyways. And guess what?
Were you on the front page?
No, but what did you say just before that? Get to know?
I don't know.
You don't remember either?
Like about the tie-dye? About next Tuesday?
Now you got me confused.
I think you confused yourself and in turn confused me.
No. You said something.
Yeah, the last thing I said was about tie-dye Tuesday next week and doing a Jason Voorhees mask.
No, but yeah, there you go. There it was, the Voorhees mask. Thank you, sir. And yeah, the tie-dye Tuesday thing is kick-ass, by the way. But no, I was just simply saying, I was watching something on a cop show today about this person wearing one of those like scream masks and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's just say it didn't go so well for him.
Well, that's good.
And like it's Halloween, you know.
Yeah.
But he robbed people.
Well, he's an asshole. Robbing people's bullshit. Oh, well, there goes Tricky. I did see the picture of your truck, Mr. John. There he is. No, that's Mr. Chapman. What's up, James?
How you doing?
I'm on the up and up, I guess. I could be better, but I could be worse.
I don't want to take much of your time. I know you're busy with.
No worries, my friend. No worries, my friend. If you're struggling, then that means I'm struggling, and I don't like to be struggling when my friends are struggling.
Well, it's been. Oh, this is John.
What's up, Mr. John's forehead?
Oh.
How you feeling?
Hey, you should gang.
No, yeah, I seen your truck. I'm glad you got it back, my friend.
What do you think of it?
You drinking again tonight, my friend?
You saying that to hurt me?
Oh no, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I was just gonna say you deserve it. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I never did drink the way I'm drinking right now. What I'm drinking, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you work your ass off. So if you want to have a beer and do a little drinking at the end of the day, by all means.
Have a beer.
By all means.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
Tricky.
I've been drunk.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Dude, I wish you'd send me a tie-dye shirt. How much are they?
Depends on what you want, Mr. John.
Something that says I'm so sexy on it.
I can work something out for you. I can work something out for you.
Huh?
Like $20 maybe.
What? Wow, it cost me that much to say. It cost me that much to say I'm so sexy.
I don't think you need a shirt to say you're sexy, my friend.
Huh?
I don't think you need a shirt to let everybody know you're sexy, bud.
Nah, I'm lucky. I got a woman that says, "Baby, you're sexy all the time."
Hell
No,
yeah.
I just want one of your shirts.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't sell them for too much. I don't make a lot of money off of them. I don't try to make a lot of money off of them.
Mm.
So
It's tricky.
there's Tricky. Mr. John just jumped down.
Hey, G2K.
Yes, sir.
That's having a hard time with my mom.
Yeah, moms can be difficult, man. Moms
I
can
mean-
be difficult.
It's just that I'm really trying to this John again to be more confident in myself. I know how to
Well-
do that.
From the time I met you last year, a little over a year ago now, from that
Yep.
time to now, your confidence has more than fucking doubled, bud. So
I mean, I've been good lately, and I've really talked about what you said before.
Yeah.
About predators, and I quit that, and I don't want to get in trouble again by that, so I just let it go.
I want some Tricky.
Hey, I got some. You just gotta head on over. That's all.
That's a little bit of a journey for me.
Yeah.
I know. Miss
Yeah.
you.
My confidence has dropped down to nothing.
Hey, John, how much you had to drink tonight, buddy?
Huh?
Not enough.
Unless if I had to drink tonight. Since this morning?
Not enough because we can still understand you, my friend.
Not enough.
No,
I can still
I'm
understand you.
still almost creating sentences, so
Yeah,
not
that's
quite
my
there
point.
yet.
I don't. You should have
And-
said not enough.
Andy found his way to my channel, so obviously not enough.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I love
You
you,
could
Jay.
have more, John. Just so you know.
Where's Miss Wanda at?
I'll tell you right now, I can tell you. Drunk, sober, whatever.
Drunk, sober, whatever. I
G2K
understand
is
you all too well. Just-
G2K is one of the greatest people I know.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
He really, really is.
I appreciate it.
People need to pay attention to what that man is writing on his other channel, especially.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now, that dude has got some seriously heartfelt things you either want to listen to or you don't want to listen to. Am I drunk? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. I think we all can tell. But that's okay, John.
Hell yeah. That's one of the reasons why I love you, my friend.
Fucking
Yeah,
okay.
I love you, bro.
It's so okay.
Hell yeah.
Do you? Don't worry about what people think about.
That's right.
And that's the way I live by.
So there you
I
go,
don't worry
Jace.
about-
So-
I
so-
don't worry about, there's only one person I worry about what thinks, and that's laying right in the bed beside me.
Miss Wanda.
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I only worry about the 3 kids that I have.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I fucking worry about. But other than that, I don't care what other people say. So don't worry about what people say, John.
Yeah, me neither.
Have fun, do yourself. As long as you're taking care of the things that matter, fuck it.
I don't like to tell a lot of stories about how hard my life is. But God damn it.
You don't have to, and don't
Forgive-
do that. It's not what I was
forgive me.
trying to get you to do. I'm
No,
just letting you know.
I
I'm
know-
letting you
I
know.
know.
I'm letting you know. Tricky, don't judge people because they're drunk. Because I
No,
drunk.
I don't.
I can tell you were.
I
but
know that. I know that. Relax,
I've
Tricky.
been there before, sir.
Relax, Tricky.
I'm just letting you know.
I can tell you right now, I'm seriously honest with everybody on the station. I have never fucking worked so much in my life.
You've been killing yourself, Mr. John.
Oh, dude, I hope so.
You've been killing
In a
yourself.
way.
Well, I
Suicide
don't hope so, man. I
without
want
remission.
you around here for as long as I'm around here, my friend.
Huh?
I said I don't. I hope you're not killing yourself, like for real. I want you around here for as long as possible.
Dude, I'm tired. I'm
I get
going to
it.
say it right now. As an old
Hey.
man, 54. No, me, between G2K and me, 54 years old. I'm tired.
54 isn't that old though. That's what
Oh, I know.
G2K
It
is
sounds
saying.
good.
Yeah. No, you know
What
what
I'm-
sounds good? Live
You
till
got good
about
people on your station,
75. And
G2K.
if you check out after 75 years old, that's okay. Because I get it. When you're in your late 70s, like I watched my dad in his early 80s. Like, there's not much you can do at that point.
No, you're right, Tricky. Tricky's got a good point.
Yeah.
My dad worked and worked and worked and worked, and he died until he was 84.
And
If
he
I make it-
lived
if I
the
make it- if I
last
make
few years were probably rough. I bet you they were.
You know,
But
You know, the-
you're only 54, John. So
I know, but I've had lots of
You're
surgery,
young.
Tricky.
you're young. It doesn't matter. You're still young.
Tricky, no, I'm
Your
not.
body is capable of healing. That's all I'm telling you.
I've
Like,
had
you
lots
could
of
have another 20
surgery.
years ahead of you. You don't even know about.
Yeah.
I've had lots of surgery, Tricky. As
It's
much
all right.
as I'll agree with you, I've had lots of surgery.
And what was his name that smoked a cigar every day of his life and he lived to 101?
George Burns.
Thank
George
you,
Burns.
G2K. So don't
George
tell
Burns.
me about your surgeries. Don't tell me how much you drank. Don't tell me anything. Because Tricky, look at, I am literally smoking a cigarette, drinking a 211 Steel Reserve, 8.1% beer, smoking a bowl. Are you saying I'm going to die too soon?
Look, I'm not looking for pity. I'm not looking for. I'm not looking for somebody to say, you
I'm
know.
just letting you know, you probably got a long time ahead of you. So don't act like
Well,
you
I appreciate that, Tricky. You're a good man.
I think you do.
I appreciate that very much.
I know he does.
Thank you.
But dude, tonight I'm tired. And I'm
No,
glad to be here because I need to be around a bunch of people that love me and I love them. And this is the three right now that I
Megan,
think the
thank
world
you for
of.
that. By the way, Megan, I didn't know she said that. Tricky got off the chat. I usually read the chat. I totally went sideways there. But I just wanted you to know, John,
Yes, sir.
you can change your life anytime, any moment. Remember that. Just saying.
Yep, it's just a choice.
I can stop all the shit I'm doing if I wanted to, but I don't. But you're right. But I just want you to know,
Okay, sorry.
54 years old. That ain't old, sir. It's almost mid-age.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I have changed my life many times. But right now, tonight, it is what it is.
That's right, baby. That's how.
You
That's my
know.
mantra. That's how I live my life on that mantra right there, man. It is what it is.
It
Hey,
is what,
G2K.
boy, G2K, you couldn't get any better.
Can I
Yep.
say something to the G2K real quick?
Sure.
Because I got to dip out. I got to leave. Like, I love this guy. Make sure you hit the likes for him. Like, he's a good dude. Like,
Thank you.
and I appreciate, like, that tie-dye content and shit because you're teaching me shit. Not like I'll ever use it, but, it's still good content. And
You know,
John,
I see.
John, you're young, so you know. So,
I'm young. How old are you?
I'm 45.
Yeah, well, you're young, buddy. Trust
You're
me.
54.
I see
You're
G2K.
literally
You know what I
less
see with
than a
G.
decade older
You
than
know
me.
what? You know what I see
Yeah.
with G2K. You know what I see with G2K.
What's that, my friend?
Reality.
Thank you.
Oh, and
That man is
James,
just as real
James, you
as
have
the
a good
day
night
is
too,
long.
sir. Hey,
You too.
G2K, salute. Have a good night, guys. You take
Have
care.
a good night, my friend.
Isn't that tricky? G2K is one of those guys that I can look at and just say, it is what it is. Take it, leave it,
Yep.
and I'll take it. Because I can tell you right now, you're one of the best friends I've ever made in my life. I've never even shook your hand.
Mhm.
You're a good dude. Oh, right back at you, brother. Big heart, right back at you. Did you get that picture of my truck? I know you did.
Yep, I seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Big old black bitch. Nice, isn't it?
It's a Ford, but yeah.
Oh, stop it. Don't hurt my feelings like that. I'm an old man. But I can tell you,
I'm glad you got it back.
sorry I'm this way tonight on your channel. I can duck out if you want me to.
Oh no, like you know how it works around here, Mr. John. You ain't got to leave.
I
till you-
do. I always respect everybody.
I just want to know where Miss Wanda's at.
Miss Wanda, the most beautiful woman in the world, is right
Second
here
most.
to my left.
Second most.
In the
Because
side of my bed.
the most beautiful woman in the world is sitting directly to my right. So
Yeah, the most beautiful woman in the world is sitting directly to my left.
there you go.
As far as on my end. She's a wonderful woman. I tell you right now, I don't know what I'd do without Miss Wanda. I
Oh yeah,
really
you do.
don't.
You wouldn't be around. That's for sure.
No, oh, absolutely right. You're right.
What's up, Luna?
All the damn.
You can see the
She's
tie dye, or
wonderful.
do I need to show it to you again, Luna?
I really like Luna.
You and I, G2K. I'm gonna talk to you privately on your channel, on your fucking line, and I'm gonna get some tie dye stuff up in you. Me, and Miss Wanda.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do you good. You know that.
Oh hell, I know that. I absolutely know that.
Oh yeah.
And if I'm bugging you, tell me. I'll just
No,
duck
hey,
out.
Mr. John, you should know better than to
I
even
don't
say
think
that
you
to
could
me.
bug him. I don't
Well, I know, but you know, I'm the only bastard that ain't got a wrench on your channel.
It's because I'm never on my fucking phone. All right,
It's
you know what?
okay.
You
And
know
you know what? I look at it as a badge of honor. You know why?
Hmm.
Because I think that that bastard is just thinking that I don't need a wrench because I'm always with him.
Hell
Yeah, you know, I mean that's a good way to
No,
look at it.
no matter if I'm here or if I'm there, I'm always with him. I don't need a wrench. If somebody blocked me, I'd hate to hear the repercussions of what you'd have to say.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it would be the end of that person collectively on YouTube for sure.
I'm sure. I have no doubt in my mind.
Absolutely for sure.
But I'm all good with it. I'm just being a wise ass more than anything.
Well, one of these days I'll give you a wrench whenever I'm on my phone. Maybe.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. You know why?
Anyone. I like hearing you bitch about it.
You I love you. You could give me a socket set, it wouldn't make a difference. I'm still your guy.
All right, so here you go, Luna. Here you go, Luna. Let me get my camera turned on. Put it on solo display here real quick. Get these lights turned around so I'm not blinding everybody.
Alright, I'll get my camera turned on. I don't do this very often.
What did she say?
Oh wow, that's beautiful, G2K.
So here's the back of it.
Oh my god. Wow, that's nice, G2K. Halloween. There's a pumpkin.
So there you go.
Love it, brother.
There you go, Luna.
Dude, you are truly, truly talented in many, 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 many ways.
I appreciate it.
Your writings are amazing.
She said.
Okay, cool. Sweet. Sweet. All right. We're going to have a special guest up here on panel here in a few minutes.
I'm here already.
We're going to have a real special guest up here, Mr. John.
Oh, okay.
Luna, the Den, she is like one of the longest time YouTubers I've ever known in my life.
She's been
And
here since the beginning of YouTube.
she's been here like YouTube began in like 19 or sometime in like, I don't remember what she said, but she started YouTube like 2 months after YouTube was a thing. So,
Really?
yeah.
I like
Wow. My hat's off and much honor to Luna.
Hell yeah. Tricky Nicky just left the house. He's always cool. I love seeing him come around. 20 years, she said. 20-year fucking YouTube veteran.
20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
On time.
So James,
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this problem you have with your mom.
Yeah.
So Tricky himself is the one that gave me the answer tonight. And he doesn't even realize it. So
Yeah.
here's what I think you need to do.
Yeah.
You need to do you. You need to do you, James.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be the best thing for you to do.
Yeah.
For sure.
James, you might be asking, I'm here a little late. What happened with you and your mom?
Oh, it's just that we don't have nothing in common with each other. We always argue with each other. We don't even. It's sometimes it's difficult for me. Even
What's
with
that?
even with last year, and it was harming me last year, and it wasn't pretty. And,
Well,
and I had to deal with. I want to say it on Chiki King channel, but I had to deal with a man I didn't really respect.
you had to deal with what, buddy?
Yeah,
You had to deal with what?
I had to deal with a man who didn't really respect me.
Well, I've learned a lot of things, James, in
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
You got the name of my son that's dying of leukemia. And
yeah,
I can tell you right now, you get to take and just kind of learn that you just got to make and do what makes you happy. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, you seem like a really, really, really good guy.
Thank you, John.
What's up, Luna? Hi, Luna.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm just over here, kicked back, relaxing.
Hell yeah.
Where you from, Luna? You got a southern accent.
Originally from Oklahoma, born and raised. Now I live in Oregon.
And you go, Oklahoma and Oregon. I'm an old Maine boy.
Mr. John's from Maine.
I am.
He's a lobsterman.
I was years ago.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Hell no.
No, it's a great life. See dolphins, whales,
Wait a minute.
sharks.
Was you the one that said I sound like a cross between a gangster or a mafia boss and something else?
Was I the one?
I don't think so.
No,
I
madam.
think so.
Maybe it
No,
was John.
Who was
Maybe it
it?
was you, John.
no, madam. I would never ever say that. You sound like that. You're just a straight shooter, and I like that.
I don't remember who it was.
Yeah,
It
pretty
wasn't
much.
me.
But she's not pissed off at him or anything.
No. Oh,
No, I thought it was freaking funny. I'm like, that's a great analogy because you probably hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
She's a fucking
What
gangster.
do I think when I hear you right now? Really, this is the first time I've ever heard you. I hear that If you don't want the truth, don't ask. If you want the truth, ask. It's gonna come out the way it comes out. But no, I never thought you was a gangster.
What's up,
You may
Outlaw?
be a gangster.
Yo, what's up, man?
G2K, you remember the first night I came on? It
do.
was me, you, Harley, Dad, and some others.
I do, and I've been.
And somebody
I've been,
said something.
yeah, I do. I do. And I've been racking my fucking brain ever since we had our second conversation about it. Like I fucking can't remember who said it. I mean, there's a real simple solution to the problem is to go back and watch the live stream, but I don't rewatch my shit. So
Dang, I'm gonna have to go find out who that was and shake their hand because I'm like, that's the perfect analogy of me.
Hell yeah.
No, you just sound like a straight shooter. A straight shooter in Maine, as
Oh.
far as in my eyes and in my life, is that, you know what? If you don't want to hear the truth, don't ask me. If you want to hear the truth, ask me. And that's the way that you sound to me. And I like
Well,
that.
the way I am,
respect
Mr.
that.
John, I'll tell you the truth. I don't care if it hurts your
I know
feelings
you
or
will.
not.
Hey, you know what? I used to work with a guy, and this young kid came up to me and said, his name was Dick. And he goes, Dick, he goes, you hurt my feelings.
Fuck your
And,
feelings.
and Dick looked at him, he said, Dick was an overtired, he was an, he was an overtired military guy. And he goes, well, he goes, feelings were made to hurt and asses were made to get kicked. He said, get the fuck back to work. Excuse my language. And that's exactly what he said. And I'll tell you right now, I love Dick. Richard was a good man.
Hey, I don't ever want to hear you say I love Dick again on my channel.
No, stop it.
Oh,
Okay, I love Richard. How's that? He was a good
No, that's
man.
good. That's a lot better than just saying I love Dick and leaving it at that.
I'll slap you, G2K, when I see you when you get your ass to Maine. You guys are gonna get to Maine. I tell you, I won the Powerball. You guys are all flying your asses, your sorry goat smelling asses to Maine. And I'm buying lobsters and whatever you want to eat. I don't care. I'm buying it for everybody.
Hell yeah. Well, win that fucking lottery. Buy more lottery tickets then.
Hey, I bought 2 tonight.
Hell yeah.
It's only 25 million, but
Shit, that's
Yeah.
20. That's 24.5 million more than I need.
hey, you know what? I get you guys up here. We'll have lobster.
of fucking money.
I'll have 3 crates of lobster. I don't even need the lottery to get lobsters. I was lobstering for 3 years. I get a crate for free. And then I'll get ribeyes and whatever else anybody else wants to eat. And we will have one hell of a good time.
well, I don't know about you gentlemen here on this panel, but this sounds like a hell of an idea to me.
Hell yeah, right? That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Luna.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you'll be the first one to get an invite.
I thought I was going to be
Sorry,
the first one.
G2K. No, I'll send it right to Luna and say, hey, Luna, get your ass to Maine. Here's your free ticket to fly. And I'll send one to G2K right after. Just to
Well, I
piss-
ain't flying
I
nowhere.
do that just to piss him off because I know he'd be like, you sent one to Luna first? I'm like, yeah, you know, she won my heart with that southern accent.
Ah,
She's got a hard southern drawl.
she's
No,
also
I love it.
G2K, I told you it's that southern part they give them every time.
Hey, I know. Trust me, I know. You fucking made me stand up on end. You know what I mean? It's that accent, man. Like I'm at attention every time I hear you talk. I'm like, attention. You got me going. Tell you what.
what part of the South you from? I'm Alabama.
The warm
Are you
part.
talking to me?
You're the only other one up here from the South, Luna.
I'm from Oklahoma,
Yeah. She's a
Way more
Midwestern
southern than I am.
girl.
but I get my accent from my grandmother. She was born and raised in Louisiana.
Ooh. Louisiana.
Bayou. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's bad. That's bad mamma jammas down there. You know that, don't you, Luna?
She good food too.
I've only went there to visit. I never lived there, so
No.
you
You
know,
only went
there's
there to
that.
what?
Who that?
You only went there to do what, Luna?
I never lived in Louisiana. I only went
But
there to visit. My
I
grandmother's
thought you
from
said.
there.
I just wanted to hear you say visit again.
VTK, behave.
Visit.
I'm gonna tell your wife on you. I know she's
She's
there
sitting right
too.
here. She's sitting right
Yeah,
here. She's
boy.
already half naked. She's like, I'm already half naked.
Oh, shit.
you get him stuck in 3 piles of shit if you tell his wife.
Who's snoring on my
I
cam?
know. See, I know who to go
That
to.
is my wife.
I know
That
who to
is
go
Miss
to.
Wanda.
Yeah, yeah. Dela.
That
It's
is Miss
okay.
Wanda. That woman deserves a snore. That's my lovely
Hell
wife.
yeah. I'm not saying another word after that.
Yep.
It's okay. I get shit on for my southern accent too, saying y'all and ain't and all
Well, Outlaw, it's okay. You know, I catch shit too, so I guess we're in the same club.
that.
Yeah. I got an old man accent. And they say, what did you say? 98% of the time, I'm like, what? Park the car, open the door yard.
You know who
People
I
look
have a
at-
hard time? You know who I have a hard time understanding?
Who's
Everybody.
that?
Everybody.
I love you, G2K.
But like if you're from the UK or from Scotland in that area, like I have the world's hardest time understanding, especially if you've been drinking a little bit. What is said to me is not what I hear, and what I hear is definitely not what it said. Because I've heard
Oh,
some
God.
shit before, and I'm just like, "What did you just say?" And they're like, "I just said I like eating pickles." I'm like, well, "That's not what I heard you say." Like, holy crap! Because I'm deaf in one ear, half deaf in the other ear, and like, you know, it's hard for me to hear shit. So,
Amen to that. Boy, I'll tell you. I can talk like I'm from Scotland when I'm drinking. It's like, yeah. You come down here again, and we just come around, and the ocean was great. Yeah, the water was coming. You have no idea what I just said, do you? Because I'm past Scottish.
sorry, what was that, Mr. John? I wasn't listening.
Again, I don't know if I can repeat it again.
You will if I put it on if I play it over.
Go ahead, play it over.
Well, I'm not going to. I'm just saying you would. If I played it.
Oh,
My daughter called, so I had to mute it out so I could hear her talk.
hey, that takes precedence.
Oh,
A
yeah.
daughter call takes way precedence over everything.
Yep. Well, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yep.
Pretty much.
My little girl called me as much as I love this panel and I love this channel. I'd be like, I'll talk to you later. I gotta talk to my girl.
For sure. For sure. So, hey, Outlaw, did you get to see the tie-dye?
I did not, brother. I watched a little bit of it, and I had somebody that called me. What
Right.
happened?
It turned out great.
Hell yeah, dude.
yeah.
Hell
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'll show it to you just a minute. I'm trying to scrape some
Alright.
resin.
It's absolutely beautiful.
This Tuesday is coming up. Tie-dye is going to be badass, too, I think. So,
G2K, you got some real true gifts, brother.
thank you.
You really do. Between your tie-dyes and above and beyond that, your writings. Wow. Dude, you got some really, really strong true gifts. I hope you have a lot of people on your poetry channel.
I haven't even hit 50 yet, but it's all good.
So I can tell you right now, brother, you have some great writings.
So
You have some great writings.
here's how the back of it turned out, Outlaw.
Ooh. like that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Atta boy.
I do. Oh, okay. Halloween. I like it.
So there you go.
Yeah.
G2K, how long did it take you to get that good at tie dyeing? Seriously.
I've only been. You want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah.
I've been tie dyeing for 2 years.
2 years.
Oh yeah.
2 years.
Who's your master that taught you?
I just learned on my own, man.
Ooh, I like that one.
My
Yeah,
laptop's
well,
charged up. Let me put this over here. Shit. Let me show you some other tie dyes we got going over here, guys.
He's got a whole store. He's just gonna show us the whole line.
So there's this one. It's got a heart up here. It didn't turn out too good, but it's got a heart there.
I like it.
Okay, there we go. There's that one, that one, and that one. I won't bore you with the boring ones. Let me see here. I'll show you some tapestries we did.
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's
Oh,
beautiful.
okay.
That star.
Pot leaf.
Looks like a marijuana leaf. I love it.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Pot leaf.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
I got a buddy that lives in Canada that'd love that.
Man, that's so pretty, G2K.
My wife did this one.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Tell Miss G2K that's gorgeous. How is the beautiful lady doing?
She's doing good. She just went to go pick up our daughter and her boyfriend.
Nice. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool.
That's the bullseye right there, brother.
And this one, this is the biggest one I ever did. This is an actual sheet.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
No, I like it already. Yeah, that's really, really nice, G2K.
Oh yeah.
That's the true talent, my friend.
This is like 100. That's like this one's like that was like 126 point mandala. It took me a while to tie that one up.
Yeah, that's nice, dude.
It took me a while to tie that one up. That's for sure. And then
You get
if
some,
you're here next
you get some
Tuesday,
true talent, my friend.
oh, I appreciate it. You know, it started out. We started out doing it because we're doing like a family night thing.
Yeah.
And that's what the kids decided they wanted to do, was just do tie-dye. So
Oh.
what started as a family night activity turned into a fucking obsession of mine.
Yeah, but man, I'll tell you right now, you got a true gift for that stuff.
Yeah.
Between that and your writings,
Yeah.
man, your writings, people need to go to his poetry channel and read what he writes. I'm just telling you right now, as a friend of the channel and a friend of G2K, you need to go and listen to those and read those writings because they are amazing.
Thank you.
He's got some really, really, really good stuff. Healing words for people that have been through some awfully, awfully deep scars in their lives.
Okay, so this is one of my newest ones right here. So I'll just read it out to you guys.
Really,
one's called
brother.
This one's called In Shadows Deep. In shadows deep, the world does lie, where innocence and dreams can die. The cries of children, lost and torn, in a world where love is worn. Greed's cold hand grips tight and strong, and justice sings in mournful song. The rich grow richer, the poor despaired, a world where few do seem to care. Murder stains the streets with red, lives cut short, dreams left unsaid. In darkened alleys, fear takes hold, a tale of cruelty often told. Perversions lurk in hiding places, behind closed doors and shadowed places and spaces. The innocent, their trust betrayed in a world where darkness swayed. Yet in this night, a spark remains, a hope that love can break the chains. If we could see through others' eyes, we'd heal the wounds and the lies. A touch, a word, a simple deed could plant the love that we all need. If every heart could find its grace, we'd build a brighter, kinder place. So let us strive with all our might to turn the darkness into light. For in our hearts the power lies to change the world, to heal the skies.
Right, dude.
There you go.
I think we
That
all
was
need to-
really good.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was very good. Exactly, Luna.
Thank
I
you.
really
You
do
know,
like-
one thing I found, and I may not be the oldest person on the panel, but I'm old. 54 years I found it's hard to spread out words of whatever's happened to our lives, whether it be self-inflicted or if it be inflicted by somebody else. Change people's lives. And G2K, you have absolutely got a gift for that. Yours was not self-inflicted. Yours was inflicted by somebody else. But wow, what a recovery you have made. I love you so much for that,
I
brother.
love you too, my brother. I love you too, my brother. I owe it to myself. You know that. That's what I've come up with. Like
Yeah,
nobody's gonna do this shit for me, and I could live my life one of two ways. I could live my life in a slump and be fucking pissed off about it all the time and not ever do anything good, or I can do the opposite of that, and that's what I've chosen to do.
oh man, my hat's off to you, brother. Because I can tell you, not bragging, but I'm about the easiest going guy there is. But boy, I'll tell you right now, if I had been done wrong the way you've been done wrong, I'd be an absolute bitter motherfucker. Excuse my language on your channel. But I can tell you right now, you're a good man.
Well, thank you.
You keep doing that. Because I
Yeah.
can tell you right now, you're going to touch somebody's life that's going to look at that and read those someday and say, wow, I can really truly change. You just have to want to.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been so easy for me to make a decision to be the opposite of what I'm doing now. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
And nobody could blame me for making that decision.
No.
I mean, if you know my story and what I've been through, you know, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like my story was like the most horrible story you ever heard in your life, but most people.
Well, I'll tell you right now, dude. May not be the most horrible story I've heard in my life, but it's pretty fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And you don't sit there and dwell on it. And you don't sit there and live in it and say, oh, poor me. Poor me.
You know,
Look
and
at me.
I'm not gonna lie though, I've been like that before. You know,
Why not?
Always been
Why
this,
not? Who wouldn't be?
you know.
Who wouldn't be?
Most people I know would be.
You know, the worst thing that I found in life is for somebody that breaks trust. Of somebody that trusts them. That's
Yeah.
the worst thing that you can have. It's for somebody to break the trust that trusts them.
I'd agree. Because once you break that trust, the relationship is never the same.
No, of course it isn't. It's never going to be like, oh, well, okay. I can really believe you now. No.
Yep.
Nope. I sure can't.
You know, like I said, this man that did this shit to me, he was my dad's cousin, my dad's best friend, and like there was no question. If he was going to the store I wanted to go, I just go with him. You know what I mean? My parents never
Yes,
questioned.
sir.
And
Yep.
that's the kind of trust that they build up in people, man, just to fucking go and betray them.
Well, I can tell you what, and take this as a huge, whatever you want to take it, but for me, a huge compliment. I thank God for you.
Well, thank you.
Because I can tell you right now, brother, you got the Holy Spirit surrounding you, and that's a lot of power.
Yeah. Don't feel like it, but I'll take it.
It is. It is. Trust me, it is.
I just do me. I just decided I'd made a
You know,
decision.
think about the Holy Spirit surrounding you.
Yeah, for sure.
A week and a half ago was your car,
Yep.
and he gave you those answers.
Yeah.
He had people there to give you that.
Yeah.
Say it's gonna be alright, G2K.
For sure. For sure.
You know, I sent you pictures of my truck. 4
What,
months I've been without that vehicle.
Yep.
And it's
Awesome.
gladly to have it back.
For sure.
But you know what? Even greater than that, you're just a great guy, dude.
Thank you.
Greater than my truck, greater than all that stuff.
Oh, thank you. I have a hard time telling myself that, so it's good to hear it. Because whether you guys want to believe it or not, the biggest thing I struggle with in my life is my self-esteem. So
you what?
Said that whether you guys believe it or not, the biggest thing I struggle with in my life is my self-esteem. So
yeah, we all struggle with that.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
We all struggle with that. You know, I question myself sometimes, a lot of times, and I ask God, should I say this? Should I talk about this? And
maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should start asking him before I say shit. Because
well, no, yeah, absolutely. You know, I always check with the big guy. Some people on the panel might say, I don't believe in God, and I don't believe in that, and I don't believe in this. But I can tell you that God has never, ever steered me wrong. When I died, and I don't talk about this a whole lot, maybe I have. Maybe I've missed it too many times. But when I died and I stood in heaven, I didn't want to come back to this ball of mud. I really, truly didn't. And
well, you know what? You had to come back so you can meet me, Mr. John.
Well, yeah, you're right. You know, there's a reason for everything. If you're open, if you keep your eyes open that much, your spiritual eyes, not just your eyes.
Yeah.
It's easy to keep your eyes open, but your spiritual eyes are a little bit different.
What's up, right side? Oh yeah.
Yep.
You know, just a couple weeks before the shit went down with my car, I found myself in a situation that I looked up at the sky and I said some pretty fucked up shit to the man upstairs,
Yes, sir.
And I think I told you about this, Mr. John. I was like, you know what? Fuck you. You know that?
Yeah. It's okay.
like how fucking much how much shit you're gonna fucking continuously throw at me, and where you're gonna expect me to keep a fucking smile on my face.
You know what the good word says?
You know
You know what the Bible says?
what's that, Mr. Young?
He says, I will give you no more than you can handle.
Yep. For sure. You see, and I heard that a few years back. Well, it's been quite a few years back, and like I would never ask God to lighten the load upon my back. All I do is ask for a stronger back.
Oh, man. Boy, you are right on the money. You know, when I sent that to you that day, I thought, really, Lord? I prayed and I talked to the good Lord. I said, really? He goes, yeah, you go send that to him. I said, precious Lord, take my hand. I said, holy crap. I said, are you serious? I said, I'm going to send this to G2K. I said, he's gonna ban me from his channel. But I had to.
I get
You
it.
know, I had to.
Yeah.
Because I knew in some way and somehow they would enlighten you. And it did. And I thank Jesus for that. Because, man, you're a
What's up,
good dude,
Joe?
G2K. You're a really good man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I think the world of you very much. I'll tell you right now.
I appreciate it. And I hope I never let you down, you know what I mean?
Nah, you've never let me down.
So what's up, everybody else? How are you guys?
Oh man, just enjoying the kind of cool weather now. Starting
Yeah.
to finally cool off. You know?
Warrior Nun, holy shit. I haven't seen you around here forever, sweetheart. How in the hell have you been, man?
Yep.
Oh,
My pops is a minister.
Your pop's a minister?
I know all too well what you're talking about with that good book.
Yeah, I went to school to be a pastor. I got 3 brothers that are pastors. I just didn't finish because I can tell you right now, I can promise you, outlaw, that if you are going to be God's man, you better make sure that is what your calling is.
Yeah.
And that's not mine. And I walked away. I went out to Colorado. Never flew before in my life. Hated it. Absolutely fucking hated it. I'd rather have my testicles fucking stapled to my forehead than to fly again. I hated flying. But I went out there for the simple fact to be with my brothers and bring them closer together because they're the pastors. And I'm all good with that. I was fine with it. But as far as spirituality, I'll take what God gives me and I'll use it the best that I can. I'm not perfect. I'm far from it.
Yep.
Far from it.
yeah.
But I've lived enough life to know that this is going to work and that's not going to work.
No, ain't nobody here perfect.
What's that?
Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody here or anywhere else in the world perfect.
No, sir. You got that right.
wouldn't
You
want
are
to be.
right on the money.
I wouldn't want to be.
No, I wouldn't want to be either, G2K. Being perfect is too hard
Yeah.
because you're under such a microscope that everybody watches you and checks you out. And you know what? With me, I can be honest with you, totally, with this panel for sure. You see what you see is what you get. But I'll tell you what, lay my life down for anybody.
Well, that's a hard one for me to say. I wouldn't lay my I couldn't lay my life down for just anybody. Like if the motherfucker that did something to me was about to die, I'd watch him die gracefully. So
Mm.
you know,
Well, I agree with you on that because I have my own thoughts on that stuff. Anybody that hurts a woman or a kid deserves whatever God wants to deserve, whatever He wants to dish out to them. That don't bother me in the least.
well, what does the Bible say? I mean, the Bible throws out a warning. It's in and of itself. In order, if you hurt a child,
Well, I'll tell you, the Bible is pretty clear.
I
He
mean,
said, if you bring a child to harm, you'd be better off with a millstone tied around your neck, dumped into the deepest part of the ocean, than to have to face God on the day of judgment.
he's not to have you to tie a millstone around your own neck and to drop
Right.
yourself
Exactly.
into the depths of the ocean. God is literally telling you. Jesus is literally telling you.
Does anybody understand that?
Because that's the only way you're gonna. That's the only way you're
You
gonna.
know, do you realize what that means?
Yeah.
To tie a millstone around your own neck. You realize what that means? You're doing it to yourself.
Yes.
You know, it's not a matter of choice. It's not a matter of, oh, this is how I feel. You are tying that sucker around your neck and you're dumping yourself into the depths of the ocean for your own self want. You know,
Yep.
the hardest part about being a follower of Christ is dying to self.
You guys have any monies?
Yep, absolutely. Offend not these little ones.
Warriors.
Exactly. Oh, got
Hey, move! Damn dog, making it look like I'm in an earthquake.
it.
Fuck.
You see the tie dye that your dad did just to root stuff.
It's over there somewhere.
Yeah, brother, I tell you, it sickens me to my core to know that this is what they're teaching in these schools, man.
Boy, you ain't kidding, outlaw.
Hey,
You ain't kidding.
You talk about people who ain't afraid to speak truth. I'll tell you all day long, I ain't afraid to offend people over that. I'm telling you right now, I got a problem with all these kids being taught all this sexual deviancy.
Yes.
This is black.
Everywhere. It's in commercials. It's in cartoons. It's every fucking corner you turn. And do you know why they push it so much? It's because it's so addicting and everybody wants to be that way.
Right. Exactly.
It's so easy to manipulate a child's mind into believing that this shit is okay, and it's not.
You know, the first 5 years of a child's life is their programming years.
Yep.
What they get programmed for those 5 years is usually what they turn out to be.
Yep.
And I only learned that from just.
Dad, did you hear that?
No.
He's called you a playboy.
Fuck, you want to see Playboy, homeboy? I tell you right now, dog, you don't even know, homie.
Like, he looks like a playboy.
You don't even know,
They
homie.
got stuff at home.
He looks like a playboy.
So-
School is no place to be teaching a child any sexual acts whatsoever,
No.
whether it's from a male or
Amen.
Hey,
Amen, outlaw.
I don't care what you call yourself.
Fucking
Leave
A.
it the fuck at home.
Fucking
That's
A.
right.
Preach it, brother. Preach it, brother. Like, I
ain't
cannot
kidding
stress
you.
that enough. Like-
I'll get wired up. I don't care.
Fuck you. And this is the place to do
You
it.
good. You need to get wired up, outlaw.
Fuck yeah, dude.
You're one of the rarities in his life that say, I'm going to get wired up. It's bullshit.
Absolutely.
And it is bullshit. You know. I don't know. I don't understand things. Like sometimes like I said, I'm 54. And I don't understand some things sometimes. My daughter, I've got a grandson. He's beautiful. And I just tell her,
Waiting, like, what the fuck?
she said, Dad, I'm going to homeschool. I said, That a girl.
And he's like,
She goes, I'm going to teach him the right way. I said, That a girl.
So,
she.
go ahead. Sorry.
Go
Mr.
ahead.
Brown.
No, go ahead, G2K.
I was just gonna expand on what Outlaw was saying because I've said it on this channel before. and it's gotten mixed emotions. And like I stand with what you just said about the sexual shit being taught in school, and like so I wouldn't want anybody, I wouldn't want my parents to talk to my children about sexual shit. You know what I mean? About sex education. And that's my parents, the ones that taught me about sexual education in a way. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so here's a great idea. Let's have these sixth graders go to class, be separated into boy and girl groups, and then have some random fucking stranger come in and talk to our children about sexual education. Sounds like a good fucking idea to me. And you want to ask yourself why people are fucking why teachers are starting to fucking rape children and get in relationships with children? Well, here's why. You're taking somebody who has access to children and telling them to teach children sexual things. What the fuck do you expect is going to happen?
Yeah.
You're opening that window, you're opening that door saying, well, it's okay to talk to children about sex, and it's not.
Yeah.
And it's
No.
not.
No, it absolutely is not.
Yeah. A child is not ready for that. And number two, that is not a school's place
No,
to teach
it's not.
that. You know, that's partially what's wrong with this country now. The family has been destroyed. That's something that was left at home. You know, you got the government in every hand of our lives out here destroying the nuclear family.
Yeah.
They have made it apparent they don't want men and women in strong households around anymore. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
You know, there were just some things when I was, and I'm 35, but I can remember a time growing up where there was just things at school you didn't talk about.
Yeah.
Hey, G2K.
Yes, sir.
I don't mean to be a pain in the ass. And I know a lot of people on this panel has not heard. Or maybe they have. I could be completely wrong. Paul Harvey, If I Were the Devil.
Yeah.
Remember when you played it that night?
Yep.
Play that again if you would, please.
Have you guys heard that? The Paul Harvey, If I Were the Devil?
Don't know.
I'll
if
play
I
it.
have.
Like
I
I'll leave
don't
it.
think so.
Like I didn't get a strike the last time I played it, and that's good. But I'm willing to risk getting a strike to play it because everybody should have to hear this.
Right,
Like,
play this. Play that, please.
Like it is so like we won't even talk about it. I'll just play it. So
Awesome.
then just tell me what
You
you
are the man. I love you, brother.
Yep.
This right now, if G2K don't mind me saying, this is an absolute derivative of what's going on in the world today.
It's a carbon copy.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a carbon copy.
Couldn't have said it any better.
Yep. Nope. Hang on. Don't start doing shit yet there, buddy. Okay, share. Can you guys see it? Did it pop up?
This is back in the 60s.
All right.
This is a Christian newsman. A very, very strong Christian newsman.
Okay, it says in the description, in 1965, Mr. Harvey broadcast If I Were the Devil. Although it has been over a half century since the broadcast, Mr. Harvey something. So here we go.
Yep.
Comrade Kamala Harris doesn't have much to offer. She has no policies.
The whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5.
Let me start it over here.
There we go.
If I could get everybody to mute out, that would be great.
If I were the devil.
Can you hear it?
If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth, I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing. If I were the devil, if I were the devil.
So, what do you think? How real? Like, if you listen to what he's saying in 1965, it's exactly 100% where we're sitting at today.
Amen.
They have
Yep.
convinced us that they have convinced the majority of people that God has created man and not the other way around. Number one. What's up, Wanda E? He's talking about metal detectors in school. Let's look, like, what all did you guys catch from it? That you can see, that you know is happening yourself, and this was in 1965.
STDs that are incurable.
Uncurable STDs, right there, HIV and AIDS.
Amen.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that kind of caught my attention when he said that.
Yeah.
What about the Easter thing?
like, right? What about Easter? What about Easter?
Yep.
Right.
The image of Easter being
Easter would be an egg. Christmas would be a bottle.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and this is and why is it this is the way it is? Because we refuse to stand together as one and say this is bullshit.
Russ, right. That's right, E2K.
Yep.
Like I don't give a fuck if you're transgendered or homosexual. I know where my heart lies, and I know what it says is wrong and right. Like, if that's what you choose to be, that's what you choose to be. Who am I to say you can't be? I'm not. I'm just a nobody in the grand scheme of things. So, like, I just why are we afraid to say shit on how we feel? Like, we're always so. It's sexually transmitted spirits. Yo, there you go. That's a good way to look at it too, Warrior Nun.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not like even me, like I'm not really afraid to say shit and how I feel, but even I am.
Yeah, it was,
But for the most part, like
in the road.
I just don't want people thinking that it's okay for all this shit to be happening, because it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And if something I say offends you, be offended. Who am I to say you shouldn't be offended? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
if what I say makes you upset, then you know how to get to my channel. So I bet you $1 million you know how to fucking leave it too.
One thing that we have forgotten how to do in this great nation of ours is attack thoughts and opinions and ideas instead of people directly.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely, outlaw.
That's one thing that we have failed to understand.
Yes.
And so now you have people that think you're attacking them straight and directly, because you have a lot of these people that have infused their entire existence into these thought processes, and that's just simply not the case.
You know, I went to school to be a pastor, and I learned a lot about it. And I grew up in a very, very strict religious home. And when Paul and those guys were sitting when they were sitting in the prison, because that's where they put them, because they were preaching the truth, he said, "Let's sing." Everybody looked at him like he was crazy. Like, no, let's sing. He's like, everybody's looking at him like, why? It's like, just trust me, just sing. And the chains fell off of them. You know how far they left out of that prison? Not 1 inch.
Yeah.
Not 1 inch did they leave out of that prison. Because they knew that they were getting God's word across.
Yep.
Paul Harvey did that back in 1960. No, in the 60s. 65, 69. And I can tell you, you just gotta find that righteousness with Christ. You find that, and I'm going to tell you right now, you got it. It might not be my righteousness. It might not be the way that I feel. But that's okay. Because everyone's is different. But I can tell you right now, it's going to get you to heaven. I've died once and I've seen heaven. I had 24 and a half hours of open heart surgery. I died through the first one. And man, it was the most beautiful place I had ever seen in my life. I did absolutely not want to come back here to this ball of mud. And to this day, I still ask God, why did you send me back?
Hmm.
But I'm telling you.
I told you it was so you could meet me, Mr. John.
Yeah, I know that. I know that for sure. Without a doubt in my mind, I know that.
Right.
But you guys are good people. I'm telling you right now.
So this just kind of dawned on me. So I have noticed with this younger generation, my kids' generation, that more and more of them are questioning whether God is real or not.
Mm-hmm.
But they question whether God is real or not, and they don't question whether the devil is or not. So
right.
So here we go. Okay. I want both of you to listen
He
to this.
believed in God.
I'm just saying, I want both of you to listen to this. And when it's done, because my daughter, this was brought up to us by my daughter the other day. So we're going to actually listen to this again. And this is Paul Harvey, If I Were the Devil. Okay.
All right.
He said this in 1965. Okay. Now listen very closely to what he's saying. So we're going to listen to it again, everybody, just so you know.
If I were the devil. If I were the devil. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. Thee. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States. I'd subvert the churches first. I'd begin with a campaign of whispers. With the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve, do as you please. To the young, I would whisper that the Bible is a myth. I would convince them that man created God instead of the other way around. I would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet? I couldn't get whole states to promote gambling as the way to get rich. I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. I would convince the young that marriage is old-fashioned, that swinging is more fun, that what you see on TV is the way to be. And thus I could undress you in public, and I could lure you into bed with diseases for which there is no cure. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.
65.
1965. Which was a long ass time ago, 30, 40 years ago.
So, out of what you just heard, how much of that is relevant today?
Oh, every bit of it.
Huh?
I would say that whole speech.
Everything.
Every bit of it.
Everything he says is relevant
And you
today.
said this in 1965.
So for
Does
all those,
anybody know? I just want to ask the panel. Does anybody know what Satan was, Lucifer, what he was in heaven, what he did?
what's that, Mr.
He
John?
was the leader, huh?
Yeah, he was an angel. He was like,
He was the angel.
well, I don't know if this would be the correct definition for what I'm trying to say, but he was like the head angel over
he was
all of
God.
it.
He was God's favorite.
Amen. Right on the money. He
Yeah.
was God's right-hand man, but what he did in heaven was he was the leader of all music. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He was the leader of all music.
And
And
how,
hey,
how influential is music to people?
what's that?
And how influential is music to people?
Oh my goodness. I can tell you right now, right, wrong, and different. I am a huge AC/DC lover. That is my favorite band. But I still have to keep it in concept that Satan was the leader of all music. All music. So when God cast him down into the pit of hell and said, I'll make you the leader of a kingdom, it's going to be your own kingdom. It's not heaven. You mean to tell me he took that away from him that he could lead music? No, he didn't. He is the leader of all music. Whether it be right or wrong. And it influences all of our lives. I don't care how good we think we are. I could think that I'm the greatest guy in the world. But I can tell you right now, you put Back in Black on, and I'll be the first one to fucking pump a fist, crank it up, and just ride like hell in my truck.
Mm.
But I can tell you what right now, another thing. If you play the old rugged cross made a difference. It makes my heart break. Makes me think.
Know who he is. Turn around your little.
What's that?
Hey.
It makes me come to a different area of my life.
Sorry, I'm having a discussion with my daughter.
No. Have on, brother. That's important.
Okay, so that's not what God says. God says, believe in me. He doesn't say follow all these. If you think God put us here and he doesn't expect us to make mistakes, you're wrong. You're wrong. We're put here to make our decision, to figure out which way to go. And all he asks in return is for you to believe in him. That's it. That's all he asks of you, is to believe in him. Believe in him and he'll take care of the rest. It's simple. So you're right.
You know,
Right.
G2K, one thing about your channel.
What's that, Mr. John?
Is that I know
It's for my bed because nothing else.
how much it strikes all of us of what you've done. But I want you to think about one thing that Christ says in the scripture.
What's that?
If you've done one, you've done them all.
So I
Yeah.
said, you just need to put a blanket down.
Because there ain't one that's
Sin
worth it.
is sin is sin.
Yes. Yes.
No matter how you look at it, and no matter how you want to label it, if you've done one, you've done them all.
Yeah.
And boy, I'll tell you right now, that's very, very, very difficult for people to come to.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
say, really?
Any of them out there?
Yeah.
Oh, one of my paintbrushes.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
It is. It is.
It is.
It is.
Because Christ's forgiveness is so great. Now, I have my own outlooks on the things. If you hurt a child or if you hurt a woman, you're due for some serious shit. I'm telling you right now, I can feel it. You are due for some serious shit. Christ does not say that in the word.
Yeah.
Just for fun. But you'd be better off to tie a millstone around your neck and dump to the depths of the ocean than to face God on the day of judgment.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, exactly. For real.
Huh?
You got that right, brother.
No. Well, I appreciate it. Where did James and Outlaw go?
I have no idea. Luna's still here. You here, Luna?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm still here.
Luna's a gangster. What can I say?
Luna, I love Luna. But you just gotta take and know that.
Here, Mr. John, here's my view on it. Now, I know, you have went to school to be a minister, but, this is what a lot of people got to understand, when they start talking about, having faith in God and, trying to live a good spiritual life. There is nobody walking that's perfect. We all fall short every day.
Oh my goodness, boy! Couldn't said it better myself.
But
Yep.
it's like, okay, I fell short today, but tomorrow I get to try again. And you just try. You just keep trying, because that's, as long as you're putting forth the effort to better yourself,
Yes.
I think that is what God looks at the end of the day.
Is
Yes.
Luna, I look at life this way. And I've mentioned this to G2K, I know I have.
You're right, Warrior Nun. 100% correct.
Is that sometimes, let me just say, life is like a tablet. It's like just a plain white tablet. And sometimes you're flowing in the spirit so well, there's a little teeny gray spot on there where you pick up the pencil.
You made your mark.
And it works out that well. You've made just a little tiny gray spot in that tablet. And even at that time, because of Christ's forgiveness, he takes it out, and he gives you a brand new sheet to start the next day. And there may be a day that you pick up the pencil and you scribble all over it, and it looks like shit, and it looks horrible. And you look up at him, and he takes out that piece because you asked for forgiveness, and you start all over again.
The next day, yeah.
Because that's God's grace. He didn't send his only son to die on a cross for us, just to be horses' asses.
Yep.
And say, well, I'm going to do whatever I want to do all the time. Well, some days I like that. I have days like that. I was brought up in a very, very strict religious background. Do I regret it? No, not a bit. Not a bit, do I?
No.
But I've learned one thing in my life, is that God's grace is sufficient for me. And if it's sufficient for me, it's sufficient for anybody.
Yeah. Warrior Nun asked the question, Mr. John.
Yeah.
She said, do you know the rejoicing that's happening in heaven because of this conversation? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, yeah. Whenever you give God the glory, he always rejoices in heaven. Because for the simple fact that not many people do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people think, oh, I've got the answer. I know what it is. I know how to get there. And that's just not the truth.
There's a reason why there's a stairway to heaven and a highway to hell. You can tell who's expecting.
Exactly. Yes, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, there's a reason.
My brother had a picture in his kitchen for many, many years. And this is the one guy that I get spiritual consultation from. My brother Charles. Is that it had a man sitting there praying over his table, and it says, as for me and my house, I will serve the Lord. And he had just simply a loaf of bread in front of him. That was it.
Yeah.
He didn't have a ribeye or cheeseburgers or a chicken burger or whatever it is that you please. He just had a loaf of bread. He said, as for me and my house, I will serve the Lord. I tell a lot of people sometimes, they're like, well, how do you know, John? How do you know, John? How do you know, John? My truck really, and G2K, out of anybody.
Give us this day our daily bread.
What's that?
Give us this day our daily bread.
Exactly. G2K, out of anybody on fucking YouTube, And I swear and I curse and all that stuff. I smoke and I have a few drinks once in a while, but G2K can understand better than probably anybody that I know. That meant I was really, really, really pissed about what happened to my truck.
Yep.
But I always had to come back to what he just said. Give us this day our daily bread. You know why he said that? Are you going to be here tomorrow?
We don't know.
That's right. We do not know. I could lay down and never wake up.
A lot of us do that every day.
Yeah, exactly. You know, give us this day our daily bread. And that's it.
That's it. Literally, that's it.
That is it. Give us this day our day.
Yep. I hear you. I hear you, Mr. Jones.
Yeah, I think for myself on this topic of what you're talking about right here. Now,
Yeah.
I'm someone that worked in the death industry almost 30 years. I've seen people pass away of every possible cause there is. And this is what I tell everybody. Make the most of today because you're not promised tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like that. Very, very, very awesome. Good saying.
For real.
Because, you know, when you see death every day, day after day after day, for that long, it makes an impact.
Fuck, I don't know how
I mean,
you
it
do it.
definitely does.
You're welcome, Warren. Always. Thank you. What is that noise?
That's my cat.
Your cat?
On her cat tree, there's a screw loose. I've
Oh,
got.
I was like, what'd she fucking do? Like swallow a squeaky toy or some shit? What the fuck's going on?
No, it's this top level of her cat tree. There's a screw loose, and every time she gets up there and moves around, it makes that noise that you're hearing. Yeah, I'm like, well, you know, I mean, I've lived a very interesting life, I'll tell you that. And you learn a lot of lessons when you work in that profession for that long.
Yeah. And then you're telling us about your son and shit. Like, holy fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know if I could have done that, Luna. I really don't.
Well, you know, you'd be surprised, I think, the things you're actually able to do when you're put in that situation.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing, G2K. I owned my funeral home.
Right.
I buried my father. I've buried two of my uncles, my grandfather, my mother, two brothers, and other numerous family members over that time I worked. If someone passed away, they was brought to me.
Right.
I had a job to do.
Yeah.
So you do what you have to do.
Yeah, but there's one you left out on that list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
that was probably the hardest one.
And I'm not going to say I'm not going to say it myself, but like, I don't know if I could have got myself to do it.
I honestly thought, and I had been working for a while when that happened. I literally thought that was going to be the one that broke.
Yeah.
And instead, it made me stronger because I'm thinking, okay, I have to deal with this. This is what I have to do. But then after that is like when I really poured myself into my work. I was on a life mission at that point.
Right.
I've got to help as many people as I can. because this is what I do.
Right.
So, I took a bad situation, probably the worst situation
I
that
consider it the worst.
anybody could deal with, and turned it into something positive.
Yeah, I can see that.
I couldn't just lay down and waller in what happened to me.
Right.
It's like, I went through my grieving period, yes, but I still had a job to do tomorrow because
Right.
I couldn't close down my business because of it.
Yeah.
Jesus said, "Let the dead bury the dead."
It's like, like you was talking about, Mr. John, being a minister, it's a calling. What I done was a calling because not everybody could do it.
No, you're right. Not everybody could do it, Luna.
But
You're
I loved
absolutely
what
right.
I've done. I don't regret one day. And I still do work on occasion. I still got my hands in it. But I'm just not, I don't own a business now. I still work, here and there when I want to. I go back to Oklahoma every year and work at my old business for 2 weeks while the young man that bought it from me goes on vacation. I fill in for him. I've got my license in Oregon. I go work, a day or two here and there because I want to stay brushed up on those skills. Because if you don't use them, you will lose them.
Yeah, for sure.
So I still, will I ever go back into the business full time again? No, I mean, I've done my time, but I find it so rewarding to be able to help people in their time of need when they really need somebody. So, it's, to me, it's definitely a calling.
Yeah. I still just tip my hat to you, and like I'm not gonna repeat the story here, but when you said what you did, and then you said what you said before that, and you said what you did, like it never crossed my mind until you blatantly put it out there, and I was like, oh my god, dude.
I don't sit here wanting praise from anybody. You do what you got to do, whether you want to do it or not.
Yeah.
And in this situation
not
that me and
always
you
easy.
talked about, I had no
But
choice.
the hardest part about being what God wants you to be is putting yourself aside and all the feelings that you have aside.
Yeah.
To be there for somebody else.
Oh, yeah, because, being a funeral director and people come to you, they need your help. You cannot show emotion because you have to be there for them.
Absolutely.
It
Amen.
may be a very tragic thing. It could be a young person, and I've did plenty over those years. You feel bad, you just want to break down and cry, but no, you can't. You cannot show your emotion because you've got to be there for that family and make sure they're okay. So yeah, I mean, it is a lot.
That's the main thing.
When you go into that line of work, you've got to be able to put yourself aside and put everybody else before you.
Yeah, that's crazy. I never would have looked at it like that, but yeah, you're right. And
that's why,
I've buried grandparents and uncles and cousins and friends, and I haven't had to bury my parents yet, but like after every time I've come out of the funeral home, like getting things set up and stuff, because I helped set up a lot of these funerals and stuff. I always left, and I was like, what a cold motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like didn't show no emotion or like, and and all, you know what I mean? And so like you just helped teach me a huge lesson. Like I get it. I get why they can't.
It's not that we
Someone that
are
has to have
cold
no
blooded
emotion
people.
about
It's we can't show our emotion. And we're taught this in mortuary school. You've got to learn how to suppress your emotions. If you're a very sensitive and emotional individual,
it.
that
Can't
is
do it.
not the job.
Yeah. No fucking way.
A lot of it is psychology. That line of work, a lot of it is psychology because you're dealing with people, you're dealing with their grief, their anger, all these mixed emotions they got going on. You have to know how to handle those people. But then in turn, you've got to keep yourself in check so you can help those people.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it.
But no, it's not that we're cold-hearted people. We just have to turn our emotions off.
Right.
You know, it's
That's
odd.
what we need. That's what we
But you
need.
know, there's one scripture that Jesus said. You know what he said? He said, "Let the dead bury the dead." But they will know each other is what he meant.
I guess I never really understood that one. I really don't.
Yeah, he said, "Let the dead bury the dead," because as hard as it may seem, and as hard as it is, you got to keep going on to what he has for you in his will for your life. That's very, very difficult. That's one of the hardest scriptures I've ever found. Let the dead bury the dead. I lost my mom. I lost my dad, my sister, my father-in-law, which my wife and I took care of for the last 6 years of his life, and then my mom after that, within a 4-year span. So, what it is basically is a thing of faith that you know that God has got them under his wing. Is it easy? Hell no. Hard as heck. Very, very difficult.
Yeah. Like Warrior Nun says in the chat, she said, "Thank you, lady panel guest. A man said to me today, I've lost everything. My wife, my son, my parents, my brother. He looked 70. Death, like the scriptures says, has a big sting." And then she
As
says,
a what?
it has a big sting.
Mm.
Okay. Then she
Yep.
goes on and says, that's the hard part, because we know that one day death is here. Yeah.
You
That
know,
is true.
Hang on.
GTK, you and I have talked many times about me dying.
Hang on, Mr. John. Hang on, Mr. John. One second.
Okay.
She said, another lady said, I'm going to post this one too. Another lady said she lost her parents and her only child, a daughter, in a car accident.
Wow.
She was a single mom.
Wow.
She was a single mom. She survived. Like,
Wow.
holy fucking shit, man.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And you know
Holy
what?
fucking shit.
And I know why you've posted that, and I know why you posted that, Warrior Nun, and I will never again will I do that. You wonder why they curse God? Pain, but God made a way through Christ and through Spirit. That's right, Warrior Nun.
Amen, Warrior Nun. Amen.
You're a brat, but thank you, amen. Or Warrior Nun.
Yes, ma'am. I'll tell you right now, right down to the brass tacks. That girl knows it. And I can tell you, I died. You and I have talked about this several times, G2K.
Yep.
But I can tell you, when I died and I stood in that, I didn't want to come back. You know, the Bible says a peace that passes all understanding. And it truly did. But I had to come back for my wife and my kids. Is it easy? Nope. It's hard sometimes.
Yeah. Desley. Is that Desley
No,
or Lane?
yeah.
Yeah. That's like it's not every day. It's not every day that like somebody can. I don't know how to say this without making it sound like I'm being like conceited. You know what I mean? But it's not every day that somebody can teach me something new. You know what I mean? And here in one panel,
Well, you've been
in
through a lot.
the last 20 minutes, like two things that were there for me to see this whole entire time that I probably would have never seen if it wasn't put in a different way. And so Luna and Warrior Nun, I appreciate it. I really do.
Yeah, Warrior Nun's awesome.
Well, they say, we learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Absolutely.
I guess I'm just not used to learning it from somebody else. I'm used to learning it on my own, really. You know what I mean?
Well, I never
Well-
claimed to be a teacher. I
In case
just,
you learn things on your own.
maybe I've just lived and seen too much over time.
That happens.
Almost sleep.
I didn't know. Oh my god.
I didn't know
My
either.
bad.
I
Did
didn't.
what you said.
I didn't know either. If I would have known he was asleep, I wouldn't have had you. I wouldn't have had you get him. I'm serious. Like my son is like the most biggest prick.
It's because of his autism.
when he's
It's
when
his
he's like when
routine.
he wakes up like out of his like
It's because he
it's
goes
horrible.
to bed early.
Yeah.
It's because of his.
He's
routine.
he's autistic, so
It's
it's
his
like
routine.
yes, I just called my autistic son a prick. Okay,
Oh, shoot.
call it what you want. I'll point it out myself. But he is like he's completely high functioning autism, but like I just
Extremely
don't
high.
I just don't think about that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
I was talking
But
about
anyway,
her dad's.
anyway, don't hang me because I just called my autistic son a prick. Holy, that was
We
daylight.
didn't hear a thing. We didn't hear nothing.
All right, all right.
Oh, also. Oh.
He came out here and looked at my daughter and he's like, "If I'm sleeping, don't you ever," and just walked out of the room. I was like, "Yeah, we all just died a little bit right now, bud."
Oh,
Yeah, and she
Oh
just,
my
like,
lord,
barked at him, trying to assert her dominance, and it caught him right in the eye.
that's funny.
Yeah, it was really
That's
traumatic.
funny.
I watched the eye fall out of his head and stuff.
Holy
Blood all over
shit!
my arm.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Holy shit! What happened?
Yeah,
My
that reminds
dog-
me of what happened to Wiley.
Yeah.
My dog, like, you know how I have a big dog, right?
Uh huh.
She had a little pig that she was like mothering
Uh huh.
that we had got her for Christmas.
Uh huh.
It ended up my dog had checked out what she was trying to like get going on, and she ended up like barking at him or something, trying to assert dominance over her little pig. And I don't really know what happened. She could have bit him in the eye, or he moved into it. And
That's
he
bad,
went into
yeah.
my room, and I walked in there, and his whole eye was hanging out. He had blood
Yeah,
all over
bled out on
my
his
bed.
Holy
bed.
shit!
Yeah, all over my bed and on my
Sad.
carpet and stuff.
That's horrible.
I know.
It was,
Insanely sad.
it was
Yeah, no shit.
That's
Damn.
traumatic, huh?
I know that reminds me of what happened to Wiley. Really, it does. The only thing
What do you
left
mean?
was his collar,
What do you mean?
which
We're
I
done?
thought was insanely sad.
You wonder why they curse God? Okay, no, right here. What do you mean?
Mom, let me make this.
Metals in your son. DNA testing. How much would that be? What do you mean?
See if we have some-
Like how much to get a DNA test? It's like $100, I think. My wife's the only one I know that's ever gotten a DNA test. Anyway, that's kind of a thanks, Lane.
Yeah, thanks, Lane, for sharing.
Thanks, Lane, for sharing that. But that was kind of a panel killer right there, bud.
What?
yeah, my bad.
So anyway, there we were. Holy moly!
I don't know what to say about this story he just shared with us. I'm like, oh gosh, okay.
Yeah, like yeah. I don't even know what to segue into or out of on that one.
Yeah, I have nothing for it, G2K. I'm sorry.
Well, that makes two of us, so now I'm not feeling left out. So there you go. Yeah, I
Hey,
don't even know what
I
the
was
dog
going to
orders
ask you,
are.
how often do
Go
you
ahead.
do tie dye stuff?
What do you mean, like on the live stream?
No, I mean, how
Or
often
just
do you make like a batch of shirts or whatever you do?
I usually just okay. So when I first started doing tie dye, I would just sit down and I'd go out and buy a package of shirts, and like the packages that we were buying, came in 10 shirts at a time. So I'd usually buy 2 packages of shirts, and within 3 days, I'd have them all dyed. But I found myself with boxes and boxes of tie dyed shirts that I couldn't do nothing with.
Oh, okay. So now you
So
just do them make the order or what?
yeah, yes. That's how I do them now. But like I'll do them like on my own, just like as a demonstration and shit. But other than that, like whenever somebody wants some, like I'm trying to get somebody to help me, not to really help me, but like I just want to send them the products that I got in pictures and have them put it on the online store for me and shit. But like yeah, tie dye's made to order. I actually got a business. It's called We Dye for You. Tie dye, We Dye for You tie dye. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, if you want something, let me know and we talk about it. And I usually don't talk. I usually don't talk business like that over on here. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like I only, I mean, I don't charge an arm and a leg. I guarantee you, even if I don't know you, you won't find cheaper tie dye than you get from me for sure.
Well, there's something I know you could do it. Yeah, there's something I want you to do for me.
Okay, what's that?
I want you to do me a shirt, but I want specific colors on that shirt.
Okay. And what kind of design are you thinking, or what? Or you just want colors on it?
Huh?
Or you think you just want like a regular tie-dyed shirt, just colors on it?
Yeah, just regular tie-dye shirt.
Okay, so what are you thinking? What kind of, like I got a box. I don't know if you heard the box of colors I got, but I got shitloads of dye.
What I would like is purple, black, and white.
Okay, that's simple enough.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
What size of shirt?
Extra large.
In women's or in men's?
Well, I'm thinking a men's would probably swallow me up. In a women's.
Okay, I can do that. So absolutely you can order a shirt while you're done.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if you did a made to order, just did orders as you got them, or if you just made a big batch of them at a time, or how it worked.
So I prefer to do custom orders because like I'm just not, I don't know. I don't like rushing through my shit. And like, I don't know. I'm not trying to sound myself. I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm cocky or anything, but like I do some damn good work and I don't charge a lot for it. And I just don't like the factory production kind of shit. You know what I mean? And so I mean, I owe some people some tie dyes and shit right now, and I just didn't realize it was going to cost me $68 to send it to a different country and shit. But yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be that much either. So, but I just I don't know. It just depends on what you want, man. I just like doing custom orders. I like doing custom made orders because it's me. It's hard for me to sell a shirt that nobody ordered because it's for my liking. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, at one point in time, my wife was like, okay, babe, like you either got to quit tie-dyeing shit or you got to get rid of some of this shit. Cause I had boxes of them. I had one dude, I put an ad out on Facebook and I was like, look at all these shirts. He's like, well, how much? He's like, here's what's going on. He was doing wanted a bunch of shirts for because he was going to do a blanket for a charity for a woman's a battered woman's shelter in Chicago, and they were going to raffle these blankets off. And I sent him 90 shirts for $90. I mean, I lost my ass on it. I lost my ass on it, but all he wanted them for was to tear them apart and make blankets out of them. And I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll sell them to you for $1 a piece. I'll send them to you for $1 a piece. And he's like, I'll pay you like 3 times. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want more than that. But what I want you to do is when you do raffle them off, make sure you put it out there that it was that they were, you know, that where they came from. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was running to the store to get something to drink.
Oh, we
Okay.
could've walked.
No, you're not.
Not this late at night.
No, you're not. What? I don't mean to sound rude. I don't mean to sound rude, but you know how quick I could kick your boyfriend's ass?
You know how fast I can kick your butt?
You're not going to.
Yes, I will.
I like your encouragement. I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
It's dark. You guys aren't walking out there by your fucking selves. Do you have a knife? Do you know how to use it? Okay, you're not walking by yourself. Well, you're not walking by
Yeah,
yourself.
I'm driving you guys.
Your mom's driving you.
I need to give you your shoes back.
So no, I have a page on Facebook, but I don't really go to it that often because more people have like, I've seen people how they've got paid Facebook pages that are just about their business, and I don't know how they get them that way. So like, it's just been overflooded with other people's shit, like a regular Facebook page. But other than that, I'm trying to get somebody to run a Facebook, an online store for me though, for this shit. But no, you can just get a hold of me on Facebook or on here, and we can talk about it. Like for real. But Luna wants a shirt, purple, black, and white.
What kind of pattern?
She said she just wants a purple, black, and white, like a regular tie dye.
Okay.
An extra large in women's, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
So yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'll just give you my number, Luna. You can
All right.
you can text me. That's how I like doing my shit. You know what I mean? I'll just put it in the back chat, in the private chat. Okay.
Yeah, I always liked tie-dyed stuff. And my aunt that passed away a few years ago, she used to make tie-dyed shirts for everybody.
Yeah.
It was just a hobby. She just make them for gifts or whatever. And it's like somebody had a new baby, she'd do like tie-dyed onesies, and you know, everybody had tie-dye stuff. And she was the one I'd get my stuff from. But with her being gone, it's like I ain't got any tie-dye anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely in the market for some tie-dyed stuff.
Hell yeah. Like I'll even like once you text me, because that's how like you got to text me first, because I won't answer a phone call. I don't recognize the number too, which is what happened with Floyd text me, and I didn't even see his number.
Oh wow.
Still, I don't even see his message. But so before you go to call me or whatever, because like I'll go through all the colors I have with you personally and all the different patterns we can do, because like when you say a regular tie-dye, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, because there's different types.
Because there's different kinds of folds and all that shit, and the easiest way for me to do it is to show you the patterns that I got in pictures that I've done of tie-dyes.
Right.
So, you know, and there's different techniques on dyeing it and shit. And so, Aaron, go to your local thrift shop, get a plan sheet and fitted sheet tie-dye. Okay. So you want a sheet. What size of sheet do you want? I mean, I got places on the internet where I can order that shit from. You just gotta let me know the sizes and shit you want. And you know, just know like the more colors you want on the shirt, the more it's gonna cost. And I don't charge an arm and a leg. I don't charge an arm and leg. So
this shirt gonna end up costing me $50 before it's over with.
Oh no way. Oh, absolutely no fucking way. Absolutely no way.
I'm just giving you crap.
Maybe if you're gonna do like 3 of them, it'd be like $50.
Shoot.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm not trying to put my shit out there because I don't want people to thinking like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, whatever the fuck. But like I don't make a lot of money doing this shit. I enjoy doing it. Is why I do it.
Right. There's a difference.
Yeah. Like that's why I go to work on a daily basis is because I don't enjoy doing it because it's work. I don't make money off my friends and shit, man. I don't. But you know, I mean, the more it's going to cost me to buy your shirt, the more it's going to cost you for your shirt.
Right.
I mean, that's basically like I don't charge for the time it takes me. I don't charge for the dye in the long run. I don't do all that shit.
Because we just like to do it
We just like to do it.
and to see the outcome
Yeah.
of how happy people.
It's a hobby.
Right. Yeah, and at the same, but I'm not in it to make a lot of money, but I'm not in it to do it for free though. You know what I mean?
Right. I get it.
Because then I end up with boxes and boxes of shirts that I can't do shit with. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm still waiting for Mr. John and Miss Wanda to get a hold of me too to do some tie dye for them too. But yeah, I'll show you some shit though, Luna. When you text me, I'll send you some pictures of some shit, and you'll be like, "There's no fucking way you did that." Every picture I send you, just trust and believe I did them, or my wife did them.
Yeah, we both do.
It's like I got to look through all these designs to figure out what I want.
Oh well, no, you can just say this is the colors I want, and I want you to create me a tie dye, and I love doing them that way too. But I'm just saying, there's more than just when you say a normal tie dye. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, 'cause they're
Like
different.
do you want a spiral? Do you want a fan folded spiral? Do you want an ice dye fan folded spiral? Do you want a crunch dye with a fan fold? Like, I mean, there's just all kinds of shit. Or do you just want me to create you a tie dye and see if you like it?
Okay, I get what you're saying. I didn't know that it was that detailed, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm telling you, there's some detail. Like there's one that's hanging up in our front room right now, and it's a Mandela, and they're not the easiest of patterns to do, but like we can kick some serious ass at them. So like there's a spiral you can do, there's the Mandela you can do. It's just, you know, there's just so many there's just so many different ways to do it, and the possibilities the possibilities are endless. Like I have an aunt. I don't know if you've ever heard of the band Tool, but her favorite band is named Tool, and she wanted me to do her a tie-dye, and she wanted it to be a Tool shirt. So what I did is I found the Tool logo and I copied that onto a shirt, and I tied the shirt, and when I dyed it, it came out the front of it said Tool as their logo, and the rest of it was a cool ass tie-dye. So like possibilities are endless when it comes to tie-dye. I think that's kind of my draw to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
the more challenging.
Yeah. Like I spent 18 hours one time tying up a shirt, and it was just 3 faces on it. It had a pumpkin face, the guy from Scream, the ghost face mask, and a Friday the 13th Jason mask on it. And it took me 18 hours to tie that shit up.
Amazing.
It turned out awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. But and then for like Christmas and shit, I'll do candy canes and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and snowman and Christmas trees, you know, and hearts for Valentine's Day, clovers for St. Patrick's Day, you know. And yeah. I just enjoy it, man. And if you want sheets, if it can be dyed, I'll tie it and dye it. If it can be dyed, I'll tie it and dye it. I've done hats and shoes. You know, our sheets are tie-dyed. Like mine and my wife's personal sheets, they're tie-dyed. Yeah. Our pillowcases are tie-dyed. So, like I said, I went crazy. Like I said, I went tie-dye crazy when I started. So,
okay, ready?
Yeah.
Money.
Welcome back, Mr. Forehead.
Take that off.
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is, sir.
What's happening?
Oh, you know, just talking about tie-dye.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, after my daughter's boyfriend came in here and kind of wrecked the whole live panel for a minute.
What is that?
Oh, because we don't want to bring it back up. Just talking about his dog.
Oh.
Yeah, that was disturbing to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sitting here. I'm like, I have nothing to say on this one. It's what can you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I've never had to experience that. So like sorry. Like I mean,
Sorry, I mean a turkey and tomato sandwich.
dude, that sounds fucking good as fuck too. A turkey,
Dude, it is wonderful right now.
a turkey and tomato sandwich sounds good as hell right now.
Turkey, tomato, lettuce, a little bit of mayo,
Hell
and
yeah.
salt and pepper.
What do you mean stop selling myself short? If they like it, they be back. What do you mean? What do you mean while you're done?
Yeah, you're going.
I just don't like charging people an arm and a leg for shit. I mean, I don't know. Fuck, all right. You know, and to be honest, you're not the only person that's gotten on my ass about that either. So,
No.
but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, right, Mr. John?
Yep,
It is what
it is. Whatever the Lord directs you to.
Yep. Oh, no shit. No shit, Warrior Nun. That would have never crossed my mind, and now I'm on a mission. Now I'm on a mission.
What's that?
She said Japanese
Uh
fans.
oh, he gonna make something else.
Japanese fans could be dyed and easy to make. Just saying. No shit.
Yeah. The good
Fucking
thing.
A. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I already got plans of fucking brewing like a motherfucker. Oh yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah. I already got some ideas in mind. Now I just gotta find me a bunch of blank fucking Japanese fans. Yep.
G2K, I was laughing before I come up here on this on the panel with you. You was talking about something about how long I'd been on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
The other day, I was sitting in on a live. I
Uh-huh.
went in and said hi. I was just kind of hanging out. And they're like, Luna is YouTube royalty.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been here as beginning of time.
Yeah, like for real. Like there's only one other person that I know, and they haven't even been on here quite. They haven't been here as long as you. They're pretty close, but yeah, there's only one other person that I know on YouTube that's been here just as long as you.
Yeah, I just hit 20 years Wednesday.
Holy fuck! Like my son, that's 2 years before my. That's 2 years longer than my son's been alive.
Wow. So yeah, they're like, she's, you know, these people in this chat I was in have knew me for a long, long time. They're like, yeah, she's one of like the original OGs. There ain't very many people been around as long as she has anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know of any. I don't know of any. You are, to me, you are the only. You are the OG of YouTube. So yeah, for real.
Oh, and it's been a wild ride over all that time.
Oh, I
Because
bet.
YouTube's not the same as it used to be.
Yeah, like I heard like when they first started, you can only do 30. You can only do 30-second videos.
Yeah. It's
Holy
nothing like it is now.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
You know, I've watched the progression over time, and it's really been something to see.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's definitely
YouTube is crazy.
It's definitely been interesting.
Yeah, I bet. Well, yeah, I can do it.
Buff
For real.
Bag with the YouTube channel and email over here is Buff Bag Shopping. Yeah, I mean, anything cloth, you could probably tie dye.
Even if it's already been dyed, like it's called reverse tie dyeing. So like our sheets, when I said our sheets are tie dyed, I just reverse tie dyed it. So I just tied it how I wanted it, and then I bleached it and left part of it not bleached, and then rinsed it out and then dyed it. If that makes sense. It probably didn't, but yeah, that's reverse
I
tie-dye.
could see how you could do. I mean, I could see how you could do that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay, so
My gosh. His brain is cranking over there, Mr. John. He's got smoke
it is.
coming out of his ears.
It is. It's on overload mode right now. It really is.
He's getting all these ideas.
It is too, for real. I'm not even lying. Like I got some things in store. I got some. I'm actually gonna do one other thing real quick. So another YouTube friend of mine. Guess what? Poetry's in Motion is sitting at 40 subscribers. 10 more from at Poetry's in Motion, and I'll start doing live poetry readings over there. Just so you guys know. Just so you know.
Well,
But
I need the link to your other channel. I don't even have the link.
Okay, I'm getting ready to grab it up right now. So copy link address. And then another friend of mine, I did an interview with her. I interviewed her here on my channel a while back. Her name is Yunu. She put a video together for me, and I added the voice to it on my Poetry's in Motion channel. So I'm going to 13 views. I'm going to debut it here. So I'm going to play it real quick on here with the video behind it. And yeah, I had to put it in. I couldn't get it all in under a minute, so I had to speed up my voice on it. So I'm talking kind of fast in it, but it is what it is. Because there's no way I was getting it down in under a minute. So here you go. This is one of my well, I'll just play it for you guys. So across the globe, where shadows fall, a wooden cross stands tall and small. The Son of God, with arms outspread, bore the weight of sin, our daily bread. Nails of iron piercing deep, a crown of thorns his brow to keep. Blood and tears and a crimson stream flowed from him, our souls redeemed. Okay, there we go. Hang on, I fixed it. A sacrifice. I just slowed it down. Upon a hill where shadows fall, a wooden cross stands tall and small. The Son of God, with arms outspread, bore the weight of sin, our daily bread. Nails of iron piercing deep, a crown of thorns his brow to keep. Blood and tears and a crimson stream flowed from him, our souls redeemed. In agony he breathed his last, a sacrifice so vast, so vast. For every heart, for every soul, he paid the price, he made us whole. Remember him, the Lamb so pure, his love endures forever sure. In every tear, in every sigh, his grace remains, it will not die. For in his death we find our life, an end to pain, an end to strife. The cross, a symbol of his grace, a beacon bright in darkest place. His mother wept, her heart was torn, as darkness fell, the veil was worn. The earth did quake, the heavens cried, for love so deep, for us he died. The soldiers mocked, the crowd did jeer, yet in his eyes no hate, no fear. Forgive them, Father, he did plead, a love so pure, a love indeed. So let us weep and let us sing of Jesus Christ, our risen King. For in his love we are set free, a gift of grace for you and me. Remember him each passing day in every word and every way. For by his wounds we are restored. Our Savior lives forevermore.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So that's the first video on the channel, Mr. John. Just so you know. And I only started this channel because Mr. John would not get off my ass about it. So there you go.
You may be onto something. You definitely may be onto something here.
So there you go. And then I'm actually going to do this. I know you guys might get a little bummed out, but I'm going to end this live stream here in a minute. And I'm going to go over to my... Oh, never mind. I'm not actually, because he already done quit his live stream. Damn it. Damn it. That makes me mad. Damn it. I haven't been able to catch one of his live streams for a long time either.
Who's that?
Maurice Delk. Maurice
Delk.
Yep.
Okay.
He popped in here because see, this is the second I went live again. I went live on this for the tie-dye washout. And then I ended the live stream accidentally and I had to start a new one. But he was in my first live stream on this one today. So like he doesn't really show up. He really doesn't show up to too many places on YouTube, and just to have him pop in and say hi and shit is a real honor. So he's got over 100,000 subscribers and shit, man.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, he is live. He is live. Oh, he went live on his other channel. So I'm gonna pop his shit up here real quick. I'm gonna get his link to his channel. Then I'm gonna pin it in the chat, and that's where I'm gonna head. I'm gonna head over there.
Send me the link, will you?
I will. I'm gonna put it up here.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it up here.
Thank you for having me. We'll do it again, brother.
Absolutely. So, for sure. Make sure you guys grab this link first, real quick, before you guys jump out of here. Oh nope, sorry, I didn't. Sorry. Okay, I think I got it now.
I'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, Mr. John.
All right, bye. See you, Luna. Nice to meet you. I love
Have
you.
a good night, Mr. John.
All right, so I just posted this link in the chat. So there's that, and then yeah, grab that link up and let's head over there too. So
All right. Y'all have a good night. See you later.
all right, and then make sure you got my number out of the private chat, right, Luna?
Yeah, I'll text you tomorrow.
All
You're
right,
gonna
sounds
be
good.
around.
Yep, always.
All right. Talk to you then.
All right, bye. All right, everybody, thanks for stopping by. That was our tie-dye for the night. Tie-dye conversation. That's what I love around here. So I love you guys. Stay beautiful. And for one, tell your friends about me because you're going to want to know, get to know. Later. Join me at Maurice Delk channel and stream.